Mountain West. As we'll see, the Utah State Aggies taking on the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Rebels offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he comes, hardened and battle-scarred and ready to get a new season started.
This guy's had a lot of ups and downs. He's fought through injuries throughout his career. And how good does it feel as a senior now, being a leader on this team, taking the field for one more run this year?
Right, it's so nice to have a guy like this you know you can trust. You know exactly what you're getting. He knows the playbook, knows the program, a guy you can believe in.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Looking to throw on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's McGee. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. The Rebels get it past the sticks.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's McGee. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play is over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great.
A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold it. Open.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
The Aggies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Might as well give it to him again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, he chews up yards, doesn't he? That was really quick, really decisive. Design quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you can tell he's got some ability to make big plays. And thank goodness they got him on the ground and it wasn't a bigger play than it could have
been. Using his feet. Looking for room at the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes one. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Jennings. It's on target and complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be... plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Looking to go up top on first down. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just tripped.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem, and QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
They'll try to run for it. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. On the option. Now the toss. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And he's...
Well, that's just on the defense, I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Bully ball on third and short. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNLV.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northwestern. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the linebacker is showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Working on the right. And they'll knock him down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, running back on the move.
Play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Moves. Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Beasley. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The option look. He has the first and still on his feet. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. The give to the single back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Handoff from the gun. He's loose at the 15. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's going up top. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team there.
Scanning the field, it's Jennings. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly,
ball in the air, intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. He's going to pass, trying to get to it. On the run, still looking. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
a nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Makes his connection. At the 40, there he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man, makes the grab.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
After that last completion, it's second down. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Quarterback adapting. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback checking off. They'll try to get the first through the air. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. All teed. Go here in the second half. Well, he might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Leaves it with the back. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Get it out on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Fair catch, called for and made. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch to just plowing down the field. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. throws to the back and wings it incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the marker. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting his progression.
The ball's free. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes
On the option. Now the pitch. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They go to the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Right back to the well. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quick completion to the right. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Buying some time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Utah State. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The give to the tailback. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
It's It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Going up top. And he's got it inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Power football with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
What a tough situation in the game. You know you need points. A field goal is not going to do it. You'd like this offense to be aggressive. He didn't feel comfortable, threw the ball away. Big fourth down coming up.
Here we go with the run on fourth down. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Reels it in down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. They'll run play action. Buys a little extra time. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Well, the problem with the play action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after it.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it.
Kick catch interference. Kicking.
That's one that's just inexcusable. Fair catch signal, you gotta pull up. 15-yard penalty. A first down for the offense.
Here we go. Unlock. Flip.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's McDaniel. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Trying to find his man on first down. Catch in the middle. It's McGee. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. And that's a live ball behind the line. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
The throw is incomplete. It's second down.
Ready up.
Offense gets set for second down.
Fire. Check. Alert.
He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds his back in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
On the double.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10.
Reload.
He's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Ready.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down.
Lasso. Lap low.
Off play action. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
One of the things you have to be impressed about this defense is that they've got guys in the back end who can cover, man-to-man or zone. That last one gets swatted away. They're in a situation where they're expecting pass. You know this is going to be a tight window to throw into if you're the quarterback here.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
It's now second and 10.
Got it.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5.
Pound 55 weak.
He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Rebels! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
17, Utah State.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Utah State.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Off play action on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Utah State.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
There's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And David, I think moving forward, this team just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.